Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Raceway at Western Fair District, London, Ontario. Half-mile harness racing action. Track announcer Shannon Doyle with you. Going to an HBI play of the day. Right now, it's up in race number 10, the 9, Tavern Tales, 5 to 2 in the morning line. Meeting easier now. Of course, the added distance of 1.16 miles switches to hot trainer Craig Gilmore for this. Solid play to top the high five. Jay Harris on board. Jay did a fabulous job in the pregame show. Pair of winners last night on track as well. So, yeah, Tavern Tales, race 10, your play of the day. Let's go to race 1 for an early pick 3 look-see. Going to go 3 deep in each of races 1, 2, and 3. Just been informed, Louis Philippois is off his drives tonight. So, Louis, I believe, was listed on 6 or 7 horses this evening in London. We'll have those driver changes for you. No Louis Philippois tonight in London. So the third race to round out the early pick 3 using the 1, 3, and 5. You've got Randy Cam on the rail. Everyone Hanover. Season debuter there for trainer Mark Stacey. Scott Young on board. The 5, Strike It Up, comes in from Woodbine for trainer Bob McIntosh. Bob McClure on board. That's the way I see an early pick 3. Early pick 4 starts in that third race. Stay on the same 3. Fourth race, Claiming Mares. Going to go 4 deep in there. The fifth race, it's either 2, Maritime Girl, or 3, Southfield Spirit on the class drop. 4 deep in race number 6. The seventh race to kickstart a late pick 4. It's the Terra Hill Stud feature. I've gone deep in races 7, 8, and 9. 5 deep onto 4 of them, and then onto 6 of them in race number 9. My late pick 4, it's all going to hinge on that play of the day in race 10. Number 9, Tavern Tale. We'll need her to show up in the finale. We're going to take a short break right now. If you've got comments or suggestions, send them along to any one of us, Greg Blanchard, Greg Gangle, myself. We'd love to hear from you. Short break now. We'll come back with a whole lot more, including Wednesday Rewind. Stick around.
HPIBet.com. Access, rewards, and more.
Hey, welcome back to the pregame show. Everyone watching Race Day at the Raceway. Sugar Doyle with you to set up this evening's action. Wagering menu, low 15% take, featured on pick 3, pick 4, and high 5 playing. Go-to wagers. They are the pick 3 play right up front. Race number 1, $2,500 guaranteed pool with a low take. Pick 4s get underway in races 3 and 7. The high 5s are featured in races 6 and 10. Of course, the added distance races as well at 1.16 miles there. Recent 20-cent payouts. Had a couple of nice ones here last night. The high 5 in the finale came back at over $2,000. There was a superfecta in the mix as well, a 20-cent super, came back at $1,200. Monday, superfecta for $1,100. Then back on the 17th, the high 5 in the finale, just shy of $2,000. There was even a superfecta in there, just shy of $4,000 on a 20-cent play. It pays to bet the Raceway. So for this week's edition of Wednesday Rewind, going to go back to 1987 at Greenwood. Part of the TSN North America Cup broadcast that night featured a kickoff pace. So we're going to bring that up right now. Some of the horses in here include Perfect Out, Stargaze, Hanover, to name a few. We're going to turn it up for track announcer John Craken here.
They've got a legitimate shot at it, and I suppose all of them do, really, but 4 horses that we have some knowledge of in Perfect Out, Cedarwood George, Stargaze, Hanover, and Southern Royale, and they're now going into the hands of the starter. So as we look at the odds one final time, we'll pass it back upstairs now to track announcer John Craik for the call of this 4th race, the kickoff pace.
Oh, okay, thanks very much, Earl and Steve. We're just about ready to go. The horses are now in the hands of the starter. It's post time. The 4th race, the kickoff pace. and there they go. They're off and pacing. Cedarwood George drives out at the rail. From the extreme outside, that's Stargaze Hanover, and Ripping Gold goes with him between horses. Perfect Out is third. Racing fourth around the turn, that's Cedarwood George. National Review is fifth after an eighth of a mile. Dallas racing in sixth. At the wood in seventh as they move towards the quarter-mile station is Southern Royal. On the front end, Stargaze Hanover. Ripping Gold second. Perfect Out is third, and he's on the move as Stargaze Hanover takes him past the quarter-mile station in 28-3, and here comes Perfect Out up the challenge for the lead. Ripping Gold racing in third. Cedarwood George is fourth. National Review is fifth after the rail in front of the grandstand. Dallas racing sixth. Southern Royal is seventh. Then in eighth, that's Armbro Everest, and Doobie Time is ninth around the paddock turn. Perfect Out for Steve Conrad, leads it by a length and a half. Stargaze Hanover second. Ripping Gold racing in third. Cedarwood George is fourth. National Review is racing in fifth. Dallas is sixth. Half a mile and 58 seconds flat. In the backstretch, and Perfect Out continues with a 2-length advantage. Stargaze Hanover second. Ripping Gold racing in third. Cedarwood George now fourth on the outside, and National Review will follow him fifth with cover. Racing up to be sixth on the outside is Dallas. Seventh up the rail, that's Armbro Everest as they race around the far turn. Perfect Out is a half a length in front. Up on the outside, Cedarwood George to challenge now. At the rail, racing in third, Stargaze Hanover. Fourth now on the outside as it moves past the three-quarters in 1:27.1 as they move around the turn at National Review. At the top of the lane, and Cedarwood George takes over the lead. Perfect Out now second. National Review third on the outside. Stargaze Hanover fourth. Doobie Time is fifth. Ripping Gold sixth between horses. Cedarwood George on the far outside. National Review is closing up with Dallas. Perfect Out coming back at the rail. Cedarwood George is staying game in the middle of the racetrack. Cedarwood George, here they are.
The fans were right. Cedarwood George, Perfect Out were bet down.
So there was Cedarwood George, a very nice three-legged pacer back in the day, and that win right there in 1:56.1 would go down as his lifetime best. Hall of Fame driver Dave Wall on board, winning over Perfect Out. Steve Condren driving Perfect Out there, of course. So a really nice race there. The kickoff pace featured as part of the 1987 North America Cup broadcast on TSN. So there we have this week's edition of Wednesday Rewind, and a wonderful job there. One of my favorite announcers here in Ontario was John Craik and Greenwood Raceway. I had the opportunity to be there in the early 90s for some racing, and what a fabulous place that was. So talk about Teen to the Moon now. Teen to the Moon, we are part of the fight, of course. Teen to the Moon, supporting breast cancer awareness 2018. And for more information on joining up with the team through harness racing, you can contact Louis Sorella via Facebook or Twitter. Team member Nat Day is listed in race number 5 tonight, driving On the Rise, so we can look forward to Nat in the bike again in the 5th race with number 4 On the Rise. A shot for Team to the Moon tonight. Again, all in support of Breast Cancer Awareness 2018. Let's go back and do some recapping now. Some pick 3 and pick 4 playing. Went 3 deep in the first few races, and just a reminder, no Louis Philippois tonight. Louis Philippois is off his drives this evening in London, so that will certainly shake things up. We're on a good track, by the way, and friend of the show here, Ron at a production, is saying there's a pretty good wind that they'll face down the backstretch tonight, a pretty strong wind out of the north, so keep that in mind when playing. All right, the third race will start tonight's early pick 4. I'm going to stay on the same 3 there. It's a 1, 3, and 5. We're 4 deep in the 4th race. Race number 5, it's the 2 Maritime Girl or the 3 Southfield Spirit. I've got a big circle around the 3 Southfield Spirit there. It's a major class drop for that one. Look for a whole lot more from 3 Southfield Spirit, tonight's 5th race. We're 4 deep in race number 6, the 5 Rockin' Herald. Kind of jumping off the page in there, but again, Louis Philippois was listed to drive. He is not with us tonight, so we'll await a driver change for the 5 Rockin' Herald there in race number 6. Late pick 4, starting in the 7th. I've gone deep in the first 3 legs. There's nothing jumping off the page at all. There's no singles for me, races 7, 8, or 9, though. I will try for a single in the 10th. It's the play of the day, number 9, Tavern Tales, now switching to trainer Craig Gilmore. Jay Harris, who's been on a great run here in London. He will drive 9 Tavern Tales and the finale, my late pick 4, all hinging on that one. Cameraman Trev standing by. What do you got for us, Trev? You were a winner last night, right? Shakes his head, yes. Going to try for one again tonight. He's going to try for a longer shot in race 7. That is 8 All Out Henry. That one just missing last time out for the answer at 22-1. Second best in there for trainer Pam Forgy. Scott Young stays on the 8 All Out Henry from the trailing spot. And the cameraman is going to go after that one tonight. All Out Henry for the cameraman. Race 7, the Terra Hill Stud feature. Closing boards. Everything you need on our website. Programs, selections, video replays, and more. You can find it at westernfairdistrict.com/raceway. 10 races underway at 6:15 Eastern. Good luck tonight.